Welcome to Chatting with Chief, hosted by Backpack Technologies LLC, a place where we talk about some of the hottest buzzwords and concerns in the IT and cyber worlds. Today's guest is Rohildev, founder and tech CEO of Nemo Planet, and I'm your host, Jason Blair from Backpack Technologies LLC. You know, normally I have a lot of my military folks on, but today's guest is a little different, right? He's not formal military, but he has an awesome background, right? And he's willing to share with us today, to include being the founder and former CEO of Finn Robotics, right? So today's topic is a little bit techie, as it's more on the everyday user side of things and how this technology can increase our productivity, enables more privacy, and it reduces the carrying device footprint. So what does all that mean? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's welcome our guest. Hey, Rohil, what's going on? How you been?
Great, Jason. Thank you so much for having me here. I know it's a change for you in the podcast from militaries to tech person.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I hope it's gonna add a new perspective of your viewers with adding technology and how that gonna be especially in militaries in the future as well.
Right, and that's why I invited you on, and we'll get into that. So, can you please introduce yourself a little bit more and tell us exactly like who is and what is Nemo Planet?
So I'm Rohildev, founder and CEO of Nemo Planet. So I started Nemo back in 2017, the vision to revolutionize the way we work. So the core reason was we have multiple devices like smartphone, tablet, laptops, desktop. So when we look into this space, the phones are super portable. People carry around their pocket. But imagine creating a PowerPoint presentation on that device or even creating an email with multiple attachments. It's extremely hard. So I used to think, why don't we have a device which is portable like smartphone, but it also give me my full workspace and without struggling to hold, look down, compromising the posture, how I can get the workspace wherever I sit, wherever I go. So that's the stepping stone. Back in 2017, we thought we can solve that problem using pair of glasses, right? So it's been a long journey, more than 6 years. We've been working on this. I will talk more about that journey. But in all these years, we made multiple versions of Nemo, hardware and software, to create a extremely good spatial productivity experience that people can carry in their pocket, right? And this is my second hardware company. My background before this, I started another company called Finn. This is back in 2013. We created a gesture-based smart ring, the ring we can use to control multiple devices using simple gestures. You know, uh, we have seen all the kind of hand movement to control devices in movies, but I found those kind of interactions people not going to use in, the personal computer. Sitting in a coffee shop and, doing this kind of action for personal computer is kind of weird. So my idea was to make all the interactions inside the palm and simple finger movements. And that's exactly you can see all the all the big companies now they are doing to interact with the headsets, and micro interaction is like more popular now. So it's been a great journey to build product and shipping to the market and learn and optimize. And with Nemo, we focus purely on productivity and bringing that workspace in the pocket, which is completely unique in this space.
Okay, okay. So I'm glad you kind of brought that up. So it's a great way to go into this very real first question, right? So the smart glass technology, can you break that down a little bit, and how does that interaction create the grander user experience?
I would say this space gonna have two categories. So one category is more like an immersive experience devices like Apple Vision Pro or Meta Oculus, Microsoft HoloLens Magic Leap. So all these devices are designed for providing super immersive experience. Like Well, if I put the glasses on or the headsets on, I can change my living room into a forest, right? That kind of experience. But that costs a couple of things. One, the device form factor is really big. To provide that level of immersiveness, they need high compute intensive components with multiple sensors and everything packed into that form factor. So, but people gonna use that for, that getting that immersive experience. That's one side of the product. The another side of the product, people they want more lighter, much portable version of their devices, which will not do like super immersive experience, but that'll be designed for specific use cases. For example, entertainment. I can sit and watch private movie when I'm in a flight or in a public places, right? But the glass give like sleek form factor, give close to 100-inch TV or movie experience. And one another angle towards that specific categories nowadays is coming up with more AI integration, right? How about integrating ChatGPT or Gen AI on the glasses, and the glass will have camera, small display, recognize things in the real world. I can talk to them and give the display output or audio output. So that's one category is moving up in this space. The path we took, even from day one, is to design everything for productivity and using the portable, lightweight glasses along with our computing platform and the new operating system that we designed. That bundle, we can provide up to 6 screen productivity experience. And we care about everything like in the interactions, how we can manage these multiple workspaces, what's the best user experience for that, what's the best way to organize those screens, what is the best gestures, interactions, optimizations. We bundle everything towards that multi-screen productivity angle in that mobility or portability glass category, and that's what we are doing.
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought that up. So what makes the Nemo Planet glasses, right? What makes that different than some of your
Yeah,
competitors? I mean, with the exception of, the actual goggles or the glasses that just produce
yeah,
sound, right? So there are a few different ones out there. So
right.
what makes you guys different?
So one of the biggest one, this super small computer that we designed. This is a full computer we call Nemo Core. This got Qualcomm XR2 8-core CPU, 8 gigabits of RAM, 128 GB storage, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth. This is also a Air mouse and trackpad, right? And now this is running the custom operating system that we designed. It's a Spatial OS, which can provide up to 6 screen workspace experience. And we made the complete OS stereo, which means I can run a 3D video inside. The same time, I can have a Microsoft PowerPoint in another workspace. In the another workspace, I can have my web browser. So we built the OS to support Android app, Unity app, and web app simultaneously. The way we could do that, because we built the OS ground up without using any Unity or other kind of framework to to create the spatial experience, right? Which is the hardest part, to optimize the complete system to provide that level of stereoscopic effect. And now, the way we are doing this, the computer can connect with multiple AR glasses in the market, right? So there is company like, so we designed our glasses. So this is one of our design, right? So this is just a display glass. There is no processor, there is no battery inside this, right? But this can connect with the Nemo computer, and that's where you see all the magic. So like the Nemo glasses, there are a few other companies have the display glasses, which people are using currently, connect with the phone and have a bigger entertainment experience. So we are partnering with those companies. And how about you plug in that glasses with Nemo Core and the customers get spatial computing experience, right? And that platform that we are building is completely unique.
Wow, man, that's incredible. I didn't know that you were partnering with other companies. That's other like companies.
Yeah,
You would call them competitors in some sense, but
yeah.
I guess all right. Let's take one step back
Yeah.
real quick, and can we talk about what is I did research on it, but for the grander audience, right? So, what is spatial computing? Can you explain the concepts of that?
Yeah, so the spatial computing, the word is extremely famous once Apple also launched. Apple pitched everything like a spatial computer, right? Before that, we had AR, VR, MR, multiple terms, and now it's more like a defined spatial computer. The word, even some of the people in my hometown back in India, in village, they know what is spatial computing. Because Apple doing the marketing. So
Yeah.
the way I am seeing spatial computer is the digital objects that surround yourself. It's not like, a small screen, just one screen in front of you, but it's surround yourself. That's for I feel that's the term spatial computer, right? The definition I got, it's purely from spatial audio. The way spatial audio works, we feel the sound that coming from different places around us. So anything that you are feeling that present multiple d places in the real world around you, and that give you access to the digital, apps or digital contents. And that platform, I would say it's a spatial computer.
Yeah.
People have different approaches to that.
Hmm.
And one approach is uh, based on where I am looking, we track the movement of the head and we render the digital objects different part of our environment. That's one way, the simplest way that people do. And the second way, the device will have multiple cameras, and the cameras identify real world objects. And we can put digital information top of that, physical objects. But yeah, anything around us, that's called spatial computer. That's what I feel.
Oh man, yeah. Because I think like one of the first when I was thinking about what is spatial computing, the first thing I thought about like was, when Amazon introduced like you were able to take I don't know, a piece of furniture, right? And you could put it in your room and see what it actually would look like. But
Uh-huh.
it didn't have
Yeah.
where it was limited though. It did the size and it kind of tried, and and it got better nowadays. But to be in the right spot and not, but now we have the spatial awareness. I think where it actually detects other devices that's in the way, right? And then it won't, it'll render it appropriately based off of whatever device. Like it identifies a couch. You're not going to put a couch on a couch unless you like override it to say, I want that couch right
Yeah.
here. I want to see what it looks like, right? Or else it's just going to stack it.
Right.
And I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I like how you explained it. Like people approach it from different
Yeah.
ways.
So, the way those kind of technologies works, they have the cameras on the headsets or even the phone, and that's recognize the digital space, sorry, the physical space, and now the digital objects can be stick top of that. So it was
Hmm.
called like a AR initially. I would say I think that kind of experience still call AR.
Hmm.
The spatial is more like give you uh, more windows, apps that float around you.
And look, I know you just came off this crazy media blitz, right? I seen all on LinkedIn. You was at CES, I think 2024. You just got off that at the time of this recording,
Yeah.
which is January 18th. Well, I was following on LinkedIn. You had a long line coming to your booth. It was incredible, right? So with that, so where do you see, with the rapid evolution of technology? Where do you see the glasses going in the next, 5 and maybe 10 years?
See, something that we also learned all the last couple of years, if it's a wearable device, right? Especially the glasses is a wearable device that's sitting different, touching different parts of our skin, and if the device is not comfortable, it's so hard people to use it, right? To make it comfortable, there has to be really good optimization in the design, like the mechanical weight balancing. It has to be like very lightweight that people can comfortably wear a long period of time. Even these days, there are still have a lot of people, they don't wear even regular glasses. It's because they don't want to put anything on the face uh, because they feel discomfortable, right? It's not comfortable. So the next couple of years, I really want to see the progress in the display technologies and overall electronics. I would say purely the optics and the display technology to make the glasses extremely lightweight, at the same time to get the better experience. So right now the problem is like if the glass, if you want the glass has to be like extremely lightweight, sleek, then we are compromising field of view and resolution, right? If you're putting like a 2K, 4K display and with a bigger field of view optics, then the device is like much bulkier than what you have like this, right? This is going to be like much bulkier than this. That's the reason we are seeing Vision Pro or Cos 3, still the device is so big. So in the next couple of years, there are going to be the huge, I mean, multiple companies working on this to make really good optics, much more miniaturized micro OLED displays, micro LED displays, LCOS, just different kind of optical and the display technologies people are working on. So I'm seeing like in the first 5 to 10 years, we can see tremendous progress in display and optical technologies, which enable us to wear much lighter and sleeker glasses at the same time, higher resolution and field of view. At the same time, the computing platforms gonna evolve as well with adding more AI capabilities, more processing. Even now we can see Qualcomm release multiple versions of new processors which do tons of things on the edge, including AI and really good optimized power and processing. That's one area. In terms of the computing, I'm seeing really good progress, which also add value for the customers. And the third one, interactions. What is the best interactions that potentially replace keyboard and mouse? Because as a company that we are focused productivity, people always need to give inputs. Like, right now people mostly use keyboard for typing to give drafting a big documents and all these things. So what will be the next input interface? Because keyboards are still bulky, and to if you want like a future which is one device which is extremely portable and there's a workspace that we can do the work from anywhere, we need a new input interface that faster than keyboard and at the same time much portable. And that's
Oh,
something we also super interested to work on.
oh man, it sounds like you're trying to plug something into your brain and have it just kind of type as you think, right? Because if something less portable than a keyboard is voice, but at the same time you don't want to just
Yeah.
speak it out loud and let everybody hear what you're trying to do,
No,
right?
yeah,
Oh man, so
yeah.
all right, let me roll into this next one. So, how will like the smart glasses and spatial computing impact, the different industries like healthcare, education, entertainment, and the military? How do you think it would impact those?
So the way we are doing this, when we announce, we start getting interest from multiple companies. They are in this space, like in healthcare, military, or manufacturing, uh, logistics, and different sectors, right? So there are companies that already have customers, and they build solutions that deployed in phones or tablets or some form of glasses right now. And the interest that we are getting is especially because we have this mobility, because it's super cute small device, and the way we are providing multi-screen, right? So
Yeah.
that combination is useful in different scenarios. That's one of the interests that we are getting. For example, one of the use cases that we are talking to one of the companies in the healthcare, how we can provide the patient information in front of the doctor when they consult a patient, or when they roam around with multiple patients. Because we have this multiple screen and big canvas, it's enabled them to organize different information about the patient seamlessly on the screen, rather than construct in a small single screen devices like tablets or the small screen devices. And I think flight entertainment is another one gonna be huge in this space, because people need to spend time in the flight, and the existing screens are super small. And with using glasses, give a private, bigger screen experience. And imagine once you have more 3D contents in the flight entertainment, the glasses enable the users to watch 3D movies on the go. So that's one thing, really interesting space. Education, I always prefer if the use case is in the universities, because the classes are not really designed for kids.
Right.
And in university, if they have like teacher-student experience, they want to provide visual experiences in a 3D. That's to teach the students. That's some area that we are feeling will be add value, especially in science and physics. That kind of scenarios, showing that simulation in a beautiful way will add students to remember things.
All right. I think so for my final question here, right? Could you share some some exciting projects or research that you're currently involved in? Like what's next for Nemo Planet besides the
Uh-huh.
actual initial rollout?
Right. Yeah, see, one of the core thing that we want to work on is the replacement for keyboard and mouse. What could be the next input interaction that much portable, faster, and that replace keyboard and mouse, which is an interesting space to work on. The second one, which is on the optical system and how we can miniaturize the display and optical engines, which would be really useful to make extremely lightweight glasses in the future. So these are the two core areas, I would say. Uh, one thing, uh, one thing we already working right now is to integrate uh, more intelligence into the operating system. So the way I'm seeing how we can make every user as a power user without the user learning everything about the system. So which help the AI system that we are building for productivity inside our OS, and the user can just instruct what they want. The OS will make things happen. I feel like that will save tons of time for the users if the system automatically take care of the fastest method to execute something in any third-party apps without the third-party apps customize or integrate our API. And that's the beauty that we have in the OS, because we have the deep access to the OS. We could able to make it happen.
Man, wow, man, dude, cutting edge technology. And Rohil, thank you for meeting with me. I know you've been very busy coming from overseas right into the show, and just been following you on LinkedIn, sir, and you're doing incredible things. And I appreciate the time you're coming out. How can people get a hold of you if to learn
Thank you.
more about your product, or just contact you about anything about spatial
Yeah.
computing, spatial awareness?
So one best way is LinkedIn. I'm super active in LinkedIn, or my email as well. So it's like Rohildev at nemoplanet.com. So you can reach out in email as well. So this is the two best way.
Okay, okay. All right. So, hey, that's awesome. Thank you again for
Perfect.
coming on the show. And I cannot wait to see what happens with Nemo Planet. I think it's going to be a household name. But that's just me. I'm a gadget guy, so there you go. So I like gadgets. But I just wish you the
Got it.
best of luck. And if feel free to reach out if you need anything. All right.
Thank you so much, Jason. It's a wonderful talk. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.